Aries, this is Star with Ariana Stark with your forecast for the month of August 2024. I will use the Ideal Tarot as well as other oracle cards for your reading this month. The overall energy which I'm picking up is the Nine of Wands. This is talking about a lot of hard work which is in store for you in August. Possibly, you have to get ready, roll up your sleeves, get down to business or work. It is going to be frustrating. Maybe the odds are stacked against you, but then Aries, you needn't quit, because there's always going to be light at the end of the tunnel. There's always going to be hope, and you need to persist. Perseverance is the key. If you look at this card, this is a potter's wheel, and it does take time to create that earthen pot. You need to give the finishing touches as well. So maybe even if the rewards aren't immediate, I think you have to keep at it. Keep a cool head as well as cooperate with those around you rather than be overbearing, rather than being too rigid. The final days of July, stepping into August, I do have the Two of Pentacles. Possibly in those final days, you were someone who was tempted to take risks. You were juggling money and energy. Maybe you wanted to use your resources to further your interests. But sometimes, we need to hold on to what we have, because taking too many risks may not always guarantee rewards. It could also mean that you could have ended up squandering your chances. So also you needed to pay attention to your own inner voice rather than give in to what others say. Technical challenges could have also been there for many Aries. Maybe you needed to keep a backup of your data. Computer related issues or gadget related issues may have arisen. Contradictory information with respect to work could have also baffled you a bit. Obstacles to overcome this month are the challenges. I do have the Nine of Cups. Now, this is a lady. She doesn't seem to face us. She's turning or glancing sideways. Likewise, I think the Nine of Cups means that you're hopeful for an end in sight. But with that Nine of Wands and the Nine of Cups here, which is in the obstacle position, so definitely I think rewards are not going to be immediate. Yet you have to grab the opportunities. Maybe you're also looking into legal documents and contracts with two nines in your reading. Paperwork or technical matters will keep you busy. There could also be a change in your living condition or working condition. Sometimes, we are too set, or maybe we want to be in a settled environment, but then circumstances may not allow you to carry on over there. Maybe renovation or repair work is also underway at home. There are going to be sudden developments with this card from the Divine Messages Oracle. I think you need to be prepared for these sudden eventualities. The roll of the dice may not be in your favor, but then pay attention to your inner voice. Listen to the messages from your crown chakra, which is your higher self, the Sahasrara chakra. The purple color does signify the same. Maybe you're also somebody who's going to have vivid dreams. So with respect to work or with respect to your relationships, there could be sudden changes or developments which you need to maneuver. Influences for this month, I do have the Three of Swords. The Three of Swords is not a very happy card in your reading. This lady, she is not facing the world. Again, with that Nine of Cups and with this Three of Swords, you can expect some kind of heartache, some kind of disappointment. Also feel that the work environment is very stifling, it's oppressive. Angry words could also be exchanged, so be mindful of how you speak this month. I think you should use your presence of mind to make minor gains, even in personal relationships or even with respect to a love relationship. Maybe you're dealing with heartache, Aries, but then keep that in mind that the universe always has our back. I also foresee that you need to guard your health, because it could get so oppressive that it could have a bearing on your health mentally or physically. You could be a bit worn out and tired. The first 10 days of August, I do have the Eight of Swords. In this card, if you notice, this girl is encircled by swords. So again, not a very happy situation to be in, yet The Eight of Swords also makes you very purposeful, it makes you very driven, you want to get ahead. Maybe you're also going to be under pressure, so it would be prudent, to keep a low profile. There could be a change of plans here and you have to adjust and sail with the changes. Maybe you also need to make concessions at work. Some of you could also use guile, or you would be quite clever in your quest to get ahead. You will complete what you set out to do for sure. Communication is going to bring an opportunity, so you should make the most of it. Maybe you're also going to be quite creative, like that Potter in that Nine of Wands. Work-wise, I think there's going to be scrutiny. Maybe if you're making your way for an interview also, you have to deal with too many questions being asked by the interview panel. I think your concern is also going to be the home. Again, you need to safeguard yourself from low energy levels or energy which is going to be very draining. Maybe there are people who are energy vampires, or even otherwise, I think there's an energy shift, so protect yourself from the evil eye, as it could also affect your health, your relationships for that matter. 11 to 20th August, I do have the Hierophant. This is the major arcana. This is talking about life-changing experiences. Even past life issues need to be dealt with. Maybe you understand that there are blockages. Your higher self is giving you insight in the form of vivid dreams. So, like I said, with that crown chakra here, with that purple color, I think the Hierophant is also confirming the same. You're also going to be someone who is going to be quite irritable, maybe overworked. That is why you're also sleep deprived. So cover up on your sleep. Maybe you're also dealing with people who are two-faced. They may not want to oblige you immediately. I think you're going to be very emotional on account of the same. Maybe someone is going to definitely come to the rescue at this time, despite everything going around you. There could also be outstation offers for many Aries at this time. Maybe they're not going to excite you because they're not going to be paying you handsomely. I think you should be very driven at this time. You should get up, or maybe you are going to be someone who is going to be exhausted on of the work, so you could take a quick nap, but then you do realize that you need to push the envelope. If you want to get ahead, maybe you're going to cry over spilled milk, so no point doing that. The final days of the month, that is 21st to 31st August, I do have the Six of Cups. This reading is dominated by swords as well as cups. Now this Six of Cups again makes you quite wistful, it makes you quite nostalgic on account of the past. Again, this also talks about an estrangement in a relationship. Someone from your past is also wanting to reconnect with you. Maybe you don't want those doors to be open because you believe that some doors are best left closed. There are cobwebs in the cupboard and you don't want to deal with that. Your childhood or your past is also going to make you quite nostalgic. Incidentally, this is also the time when you could be playing peacemaker. There could also be gains to friends and acquaintances. Lenormand's fish has come up in your reading. So again, the need of the hour is to collaborate with your friends and acquaintances. Fish talks about abundance. Maybe you are looking for gains at this time. There will also be delays, maybe unscheduled work. But then you can also take heart from the fact that your work is done. I think you're very clear, you're going to make it amply clear that you want to quit the workplace, you want to move to better employment opportunities, and your boss is also going to be aware of the same. You know, Aries, it's always better to have something in the bag before you can make these threats or idle threats. Those of you who are in the leadership position, I think you need to persuade the management or the administrator to listen to your point of view. Maybe his or her ideas are quite impractical and you're going to have your way. Other than that, taxation issues, technical challenges, malfunctioning gadgets could also affect many of you this month. Perhaps that is why we have the card surrender. I think sometimes you need to surrender to the situation rather than create obstacles in the path by doing something untoward or antagonistic. You have to surrender to the will of God. I do have the card health with respect to your past life issue that you need to address this month. Maybe health concerns are going to be something which you shouldn't ignore. You did have the 3 of Swords. You also have the 8 of Swords. So stomach related issues with respect to the heart, illness of any kind could also surface for many Aries. Maybe in your past lifetime you didn't address them. With that Hierophant and with the health card, certainly you're dealing with past life issues. I think you can also be someone who is a healer, who has the gift to heal others, so others could also benefit on account of the same. This is definitely the knowledge that you have acquired in previous lifetimes, so you need to tap into that side of your personality or your past and get involved in spirituality based services. Maybe you will also be discussing religion and spirituality with this card. Archangel Raphael is also supporting your healing work this month, so definitely I think he is going to be there if you need his assistance, so ask him to intervene. With respect to your love life, I do have this card, time and love never waited for anyone. I think Aries, you're dealing with some kind of situation where you feel that this relationship is not going to last. Maybe that is why it's going to make you quite reflective and philosophical. Maybe this person isn't picking up to your connection or to the connection that you share or the beautiful bond that you share. Maybe you feel that it's a challenge with that 9 of Wands. Maybe you think that this person is sidelining you or sidetracking you for no apparent reason. I think at times you do understand that maybe it's not meant to be. I also have this card. Look inside yourself, examine what is causing you to feel this way. Maybe a sense of loss is also quite apparent for you. Maybe you need to do healing with respect to your relationship, or you need to heal issues with respect to your connection. Maybe you will also reach out to a person whom you fancy, but this person is not going to wear his heart on his sleeve. Maybe you're going to share photographs. With this card, time and love both slip away from the fingers with that fingers here. Definitely you think if this person isn't responsive, then it's going to be a dead end. Maybe he wants to cultivate a friendship with you. Maybe he realizes that it is a past life connection, but then there are certain limitations that he needs to maneuver. Your respective health could also be a factor. Maybe this person thinks that his time on earth is short-lived. That is why he doesn't want to be in a relationship and leave you in a mess. Also being quite selfless, even if you aren't aware of these factors. Those of you who are romancing, I think you should be careful. You shouldn't speak anything untoward or harsh, because your harsh reactions could cut like a knife. It could wound your person. Maybe because of financial challenges also, your relationship could be going through hard times. Your person could also be traveling on account of work. That is why you may be a bit wistful. All in all, Aries, you need to surrender because there are lots of challenges this month, but then Archangel Raphael is there by your side. Healing is very essential before you can move forward. I hope Aries you liked your reading. This is Tara with Ariana Stark. Do give us your feedback in the comment section. This is Ariana Stark signing off. Take care. Bye. Till the next time.